Hey, ladies and gentlemen, so sorry for the technical difficulty that we just had. We are back live now. I'm gonna take those two parts and I'm gonna put them together into one. So, but anyway, we're still here. We're here with Nicholas Lentz, former North Miami Beach police officer and a Marine veteran who was arrested for going into the Capitol and live streaming on Facebook. All right. So sorry about that, man. I mean, now talk a little bit. Let me get
Yep. Can you hear
yeah,
me?
you're good. And
All
you're
right.
good now. And now it was just the internet, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Now you see all the minutia that I got to deal with,
That
man.
was crazy.
And you actually you told me that you actually were like watching this. You're watching this crap,
Yeah. I would usually.
Well, it's not crap,
I'd watch
but-
your posted ones.
huh?
I usually wouldn't watch the live ones.
Yeah.
I would usually. I'd
How
watch,
did you see this? How did you see by Pickles podcast? Because you said that you had seen the show before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, I looked up Proud Boys. You know what I mean? And I lived in Palm Beach, so then it said Enzo, and then that's how I.
So it was that whole
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then so you started watching the show, and
Yeah.
what was the first one you watched?
It wasn't Laura Loomer. It was probably two or three before that. And that's when I came up here. I'm like, oh, because I could tell you were doing it in your shop, and I figured it was a T-shirt shop you were doing it in. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go up there and talk to him.
Hell yeah, man.
But I mean, I watched the Ride for 45 guy. I wrote. Actually, I started watching you when you were. You did like 3 artists. Like I don't know. I think they were in other states, like guitar players, or that one dude made that one really cool video. I really liked it. I thought that was
That's right. I
really
saw something
good.
that you in the paper. It alluded to the fact that you play guitar, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I
In
play
one of
guitar.
those articles.
That's what it is. And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Oh shit. Are you serious? That you got the whole guitar starting from up here?
No, it stops right.
Oh, it stops right there.
that's
Oh,
right
you just have
there,
the
yeah.
neck.
No,
The
I
neck.
got
You got the
check.
guitar
1, 2.
neck on your neck.
Huh? Yeah, it
The
was.
guitar neck on your neck.
It was
Basically.
wild. Yeah.
That's badass,
And
man.
there's Taylor Guitar, of course, and I have a daughter named Taylor, so. It was,
Oh, is that why you named her that?
no, it wasn't, but it worked out.
So you played in bands and stuff?
No,
Growing up, or-
I honestly no. I just started playing 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
I'm self-taught. Like, yeah, I'm
YouTube?
complete YouTube whore on that. I don't subscribe to anyone. I don't give them any money. I'm a complete thief. But
No shit, really?
well,
Did you teach yourself how to?
yeah, everything. I was kind of retiring, you know what I mean, slowing down. I was out of the Marine Corps, but it honestly it saved me, man. It's really I smoke a little bit and have a couple drinks and I can just be with my guitar for like 2 hours and just mess around with it. I mean, my fingers are. I mean, you can look at my fingers.
Oh yeah, they're
I
getting the calluses.
I have no feeling. Yeah.
Really?
It's a way for me
So
to
you're
really
like getting
decompress.
addicted to it.
It's my way to deal with stress. You know what I mean? Like it really does.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with it. I mean, I usually bring a guitar with me everywhere I go. There's usually one in the back of my truck.
So how long have you known about the Proud Boys?
Proud Boys, really not until like the pandemic and then the riots and all that kind of stuff. I really didn't know there's any groups like that. So I was
Look, I'm gonna ask you straight up.
yeah.
Are you or are you not an undercover Fed who, conveniently dropped out 2 months prior to being arrested for going?
no,
in?
no.
Come on.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you're down. You're down.
Put it this way,
to join
put-
La Cosa Nostra.
Yeah, well, I can never be a cop again. They pull my certification. I can never be a cop again. So no, this had nothing to do with it. And honestly, when the riots were going on, not so much happened in Miami, but we were all on alert. I was reserved then. I was a reservist then. So I just came in for I'd come in maybe 2 days a month, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, do some volunteer stuff. So
Listen. Yes.
my sergeant called me and he's like, hey, we're going to call some guys in because there might be a protest or a riot, BLM and all that stuff. And I'm like, hey, because I'm seeing what's happening in these other cities. And I'm like, I go, Sergeant, do you really think I should come? And he's like, He's like, I don't know, because like he knows I'm not one that's gonna be like, I'm not gonna get spit on. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna spit in my fucking face, and I'm gonna be on CNN because I want to beat the shit out of you. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. You come slap me with something, you throw something at me. I don't care what uniform I'm wearing. You disrespecting me as a man, I'm gonna come fuck you up. Like that's it. That's straight up. That's big boy rules. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Wait, what happened?
So basically, my sergeant called me and he's like, basically was like, you're right, you shouldn't come because I'm not like, he knows how like those cops that fucking relinquished that fucking police station. If my chief of police, we were going through that, and my chief of police came down and said, withdraw, fucking, I'd be like, you're fucking fired, dude.
Sorry, I'm high. Can we
Get
back
outta
up a
here.
little
Yeah,
bit?
yeah.
What exactly are we talking about specifically?
No, we're talking about. You asked me if I was a Fed.
Oh yeah,
because
yes,
I quit
yes,
2 weeks.
yes,
I
yeah,
quit
2 months prior.
2 months prior, yeah.
Yes.
To getting arrested. No.
Yeah, yeah. But what?
Feds wouldn't even take me.
So, no.
Well, I don't have a college degree, and and my cert's pulled, so, and I've been arrested, so no, they won't take me, and I'm 41, so I'm over the age too.
Yeah, but they could. It could be convenient though. You could be like trying to, go undercover and then go into the Proud Boys organization. And I'm sure that kind of stuff is happening anyway, right?
And not in the local level. Like, I was a cop, so I mean, we wouldn't be doing that.
What is it about Proud Boys that like draws you to it? That you want to be? That you? I mean, do you have aspirations? You're like a pledge, right?
Yeah. I'm a prospect. Yeah, I for sure. I mean, I like it. You know what I mean? But I'm just putting my foot in. You know what I mean? I might get in and be like, You know what I mean? I don't know. And going to these different events and stuff, like I support what they're supporting, like Florida First, and you know what I mean, all that Latinos for Trump. So like, I'm retired. I have some spare time. I'd like to, because I can't get back to the community as
You
being
like
a cop.
Latinos?
I love them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're cool.
I love Latino women.
Latino women are the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making a joke though about the men specifically though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of they're funny people. Funny people, man.
They're different from where they come from.
Now-
Like as in which.
When we were talking about in part 1 of this episode, we both hail from the St. Pete area where we grew up there, right? And so that's a lot different than down here, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, what the hell,
I
man?
love it over there.
You do?
Yeah.
You love it over there?
You love it over here. I love it over there.
That's how it is?
It's slower, man.
How did you end up over here?
Because I was married when I was in the Marine Corps twice, and then her family lived here in Stewart, so she grew up in Stewart. My second wife, when I had children with. So we moved from California. I moved from California, 29 Palms, and then when I got out, we moved to Florida, but we moved to St. Pete. And then she had a baby, and then I got deployed because when Russia was invading Ukraine and their sub bases, I got deployed to Georgia. And so she was pregnant, and she's like, I want to move back by my mom, and I really couldn't argue. I was halfway around the world, so I was like, okay. And then we got divorced, and we have 2 kids, and she's not leaving, so I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck. But I drive. I go over there. I was just over there. I was there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know, I go there all the time. I ride my motorcycle all the way across. You know, all the time. Yeah.
Really?
I just love it over there. But my family lives over there. Like my whole family lives there. So that's where I grew up. I like it.
I do that drive too, man. That drive, that's
60, man. To get,
You take Route 60?
most of the time, yeah.
I
I take 72. Like when I'm riding my motorcycle, I take the 70, like the back road.
remember also this.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
So no, but I take Route 70
Yeah.
pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Route 60 goes into Tampa. It goes on Kennedy Boulevard, but Route 70
goes up by the
and now
Skyway.
what people don't really realize, when we're talking about this about the Latin people, I didn't really have this epiphany until I moved out here, until I was traveling back and forth like that on that road or whatever, but it really is like they call Lake Worth is the beginning of the tropics.
Yeah.
It really literally is the beginning of the tropics. If you go down to Latin America, you go down to whatever, Central America, South America, you'll see it's very similar.
Yeah.
And even in Italy, you were there in Italy, you were in Naples. I've been in Naples twice.
Yep.
It's like Naples, right? Where you like, have you been to,
You mean like the
have you been to
side shops
Latin,
and
have you been to
stuff?
Latin America also?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know how like they don't nobody cares about any red lights or anything like that.
They're all yeah no.
Nobody cares about
Yeah,
red
yeah,
lights,
yeah.
right? You'll just in Italy
drive on the sidewalk,
In Italy,
really,
you
I
just
mean.
go right through the red light, right?
Or whatever you want.
Whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
right? and they have different side
Yeah.
roads that are like you're not really supposed to be driving
they're
on
weird,
it,
yeah.
and you'll go onto
Yeah.
it, right?
It's like the oldest city.
Yeah,
still,
no,
like,
but it's really like third world,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
brick
so
roads. Yeah, the whole nine.
the same thing is like with Florida. Like it's that same kind of thing happens in Latin America, like Costa Rica, stuff like that. I've seen it, and it's very similar feel. You're driving on a one lane road, you
Right.
know, and you're seeing all these cows, and the cows look a little different, but it doesn't look that much different, you know.
Right. No.
And it's just like
Palm
it's
trees
kind of
and
like that.
cows.
This is the beginning of the tropics. We really don't even. I don't really even put it in perspective and realize where we are. This peninsula,
Like state of
sticking
Flo-
out
oh,
in the
yeah.
water, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
back in the day, all the conquistadors that were all over the place, and
Yep, yep.
Indians and stuff, and all the history
And
of
a
Florida.
lot of cow. I mean, I know a lot about the cowboy kind of thing, like Florida Cracker kind of stuff, because I do horses too. I like horses, riding horses and training them and stuff. But yeah, like a lot of stuff stemmed from Florida. I mean, Florida's a jumping off spot. I think everyone says like New York for United States, but I'm like, Florida did a lot, man.
Florida did do a
And they're
lot.
still doing a lot.
in retrospect.
And they're
But
still
it
doing
is,
a lot.
but in order to, I guess, in order to really populate this area of Florida, they need to drain the swamp and stuff like that. Do all that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Drain Lake Okeechobee a little bit or whatever, and all kinds of stuff in order to make this livable out here.
Right. Oh, they do. They do. Well, they might definitely monitor the Okeechobee. DeSantis really, Trump actually put money like federal dollars into Lake Okeechobee.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
really?
Yeah, because his sons, they were doing a lot of preservation work for Trump. Yeah.
Now Lake Okeechobee is like totally messed up too, though. There's a lot of problems.
Yeah,
and
I think there.
I think
there
water
was-
in general.
There was like this algae that was growing a couple years ago.
That's
that was,
right,
like,
remember
really,
that?
Like crazy,
And it was on
weird.
both
It was, like,
sides of the-
neon.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it was
Yeah.
really bad on the Gulf.
I wouldn't eat anything out of that lake, personally. You can go jet skiing.
But
and
like,
all that
but like,
stuff.
there's two like out points, I guess, that
Right.
come out of Okeechobee, and they go to one goes to the East Coast, one goes to the West Coast, right? And
Yeah, right.
and that's what was causing all the blooms. Also, that was happening like in the Gulf, killing all the fish. Remember a couple years ago?
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah.
It was nasty. It
But
was
but
nasty.
water in general in the state of Florida is so bad.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, do you care about politics? I mean, you do,
Oh,
obviously,
yeah,
right?
Sure, yeah. Water's so.
What
What
do
do
you
think
think
about Miami, North Miami, the city?
Where was your parents from? They're from Florida also?
No, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Yeah, we moved down 82, 83. So I was actually born in Wisconsin. But, I mean, I moved back we moved to Florida when I was a 3-year-old, 4-year-old. So Florida is like all I know. But yeah, I was saying, speaking of North Miami, so they own one of the largest water plants in Dade County. So Dade County actually pays the city of North Miami Beach for their water purification system. And so North Miami Beach makes a lot of money, like an absurd amount of money a year from that. So like, but you see all these deals, and if you don't, the mayor of North Miami Beach, my old boss, he was arrested. You know what I'm saying? For
That's the guy who ID'd you.
probably, I didn't arrest him.
No, he ID'd you.
Who's
In
that?
the paper, it says that.
the mayor.
the
No, that
mayor-
was the new mayor, but he's crooked as shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know? So you knew the mayor?
Well, I mean, you every cop meets the mayor, like especially in a city, like because he's your ultimate kind of like your boss.
He is.
The mayor is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like or the city.
That's why in De Blasio in New York, that's why all the cops turn their back on him and stuff like that. Did all that.
Yeah. Because I mean, a city that big, you might not meet the mayor, but I mean, North Miami Beach is like 8 miles or something square. It's not that big, so I mean, yeah, you're gonna meet. You get sworn in front of the whole city,
the city council,
and
and
yeah,
the-
you do
and
the
the
whole
mayor
thing.
and everything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But him, he got arrested, and then didn't the mayor of West Palm Beach get arrested? She got taken out handcuffs. Was it West Palm Beach? She's a female. It was a female. It was no, not the mayor of West Palm Beach. It was the mayor of. It was a city up here though, north.
Really?
I'm sorry, it was the city of Boca Raton. City of Boca Raton's mayor got arrested. I'm almost positive.
Should I pull that up?
She was a female.
Hold on one second.
And what it is, they get huge kickbacks from big builders that are building skyscrapers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they have to get all these permits and all this shit. So they grease the mayors to get that shit through.
Susie Haney.
Yep. She got taken out in cuffs, like boom.
Here, let me share that really quick.
Fraud.
Let me share that really quick. Yeah, Boca Raton mayor arrested on criminal charges. Susie Haney arrested criminal charges Tuesday night. Palm Beach County State Attorney's Office said both Deputy Mayor Scott Singer and Councilwoman Andrea Levine O'Rourke told CBS News, blah, blah, blah. They had feelings of anger and outrage. The fact that Haney has been the center of a criminal investigation and something that neither City Hall nor the people of Boca Raton need. This does not look good, Levine O'Rourke said. This is irresponsible behavior. We are elected to represent the citizens. The one thing the citizens elected us for is our judgment and that they can trust us. What did she do? I think the
They're
man
not
needs to
gonna tell
step
you she stole a
down
bunch of
promptly, or it comes after she agreed to settle. Okay, Haney's arrest comes after she agreed to settle an ethics case last week where she didn't disclose a conflict of interest. She agreed to pay a $500 fine and accept a public reprimand as a negotiated settlement. So the Sun Sentinel reported
Was
that
she
Haney
arrested?
was
But she was-
expected to... Huh?
You don't get arrested for that. You're telling me you're going to get arrested for not filing a complaint from someone? You're going to go to jail for that? No. That doesn't
Oh,
make no
in
sense.
March 2017, the state attorney's office received complaints that Haney used her position as an elected official to vote on issues having a favorable financial impact on a developer who owns a substantial amount of property in the city. According to an arrest affidavit, the complaints alleged Haney didn't disclose the income she got for developer James Batmajian while conducting business with him and his companies through
That's how the
Community
cities
Reliance
do it.
LLC. Blah, blah, blah.
That's how the cities do it.
That's how the cities do it, huh?
That's how all the big coastal cities do it. Because those builders pay buku money, man. Buku money to build those skyscrapers. And you're going to have to shut down streets and all this, get a crane. Those are big time permits. It could take a long time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So either you can run out of money and build a half a building, or you can give me a little, something off the top, and we'll make sure all the paperwork's good, Mm-hmm. That shit happens everywhere, man. We're about to send more money to Iran. They're counting it right now, getting in pallets.
I got a picture of you swearing in right now.
Yeah.
On the screen.
Yep. See, there you go.
That's you swearing in.
Yep.
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 So you the police officer thing, it's crazy. So you didn't really want to do it. I mean, it wasn't really in your heart or something.
Well, I wanted to do it.
What do you want to do in life? What did you want to do as a kid?
Be a Marine.
Be a Marine?
Yeah. Military.
Is there
Right,
anything
and I
about
did
the
it.
Proud Boys that remind you of that?
Well, yeah, it's camaraderie. You know what I mean? It's structure. And a lot of, I don't know, veterans I've been in for a while, that's the thing you look for most. Like my day is very structured usually. Like I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I'm pretty predictable, you know what I mean? Like I'm just very I make my bed, that kind of shit, But the other thing is,
You do all the time? You always make your bed?
yeah, oh yeah. That's your first task of the day, bro. It has to be done.
Bring me through it. Why?
Yeah.
Tell me why. I'm total scum. I go back
Because
to my house right now. The bed is unmade. I'll have to admit. I'm ashamed.
And that's okay.
I'm ashamed of it. Now tell me why.
Because you're accomplishing your first task of the day right there. Boom. And it's within you just wake up, your feet, and you should start making your bed, and then you go hygiene, of course. And I'll use all these military hygiene and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just believe in that. I wake up early. I don't stay up super late and whatever. Sometimes I drinking and partying, but I'm pretty healthy. I work out and shit.
So you learned a lot of stuff. You took a lot of stuff from that military that experience in the Marines.
Oh yeah, that's my whole life, man.
And you said your father was in the Marines too?
Yeah, I was raised like that too. You know what I mean?
You were?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
He
God.
was a drill instructor. Man.
So when you were growing up, right, and
he'd slap the
you
shit
grew
out
up
of
in
me.
that environment, okay?
Yeah.
But so you were always like, you
was-
can always do whatever your dad does.
Oh yeah.
I feel like.
I was throwing knives. He was teaching me. I was shooting guns at 7. You know what I mean?
So when you got into the Marines,
Bow and arrows, yeah.
you knew more than everybody else.
Oh yeah. 'Cause I read the actual knowledge books that they gave infantry guys, like how to land nav and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I always tied myself like Chuck Norris was my like. Remember Chuck Norris when we were kids? It's like Chuck Norris was like the shit, bro. Chuck Norris, Commando, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all those, the Predator, all that shit. When we were kids, that was like.
Doesn't it suck getting older?
Like I feel good, so no, like, you know what I mean? Like I feel good, and I'm in a good spot with my family, so I'm like, I'm not a rich man, but I'm not a poor man either, and I don't know. I'm actually happy I'm done working, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, it was a lot. It was a long. I put my family to the side for a long, long time. You know what I mean? For doing what I was doing, and even being a cop, you put your family to the side because you just work so many hours, and it's stressful. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy I'm done with it, and I can really like hang out with my dog and friggin' train my dog to be good, and then friggin'
That's right.
raise my daughters. You know what I
I
mean?
totally forgot to even say that you are not here alone, actually. Your dog is here as well. Well, actually, we saw it at the beginning of part
Yeah.
1. That's right. He jumped right off.
Yeah.
Harley.
Yep, Harley.
And his name's Harley because he's
Because he costs as much as
costs as much as one,
Yeah.
right?
I could have bought a Harley instead of that.
Yeah. Have you been riding motorcycles a long time?
Yeah, I've been riding motorcycles for a pretty long time. I mean, I did dirt bikes and like that when we were kids and stuff like that. And then I always kind of grew up around it. And then yeah, I mean, my first bike was a crotch rocket, but I was younger then. And then after that, I had that up in Virginia, and I was like, I'm done. I just want a cruiser, and yeah, I like Harleys now. Harley's like that's it. I want to ride nothing else.
So did you ever go try to become a part of a motorcycle club?
No, because I don't want to. I didn't want to. I don't know. Like some of the clubs are I don't know. I can't join a 1%er club because I was a cop, so you're automatically disqualified forever. You know what I mean? Like
Really? Why?
because they're 1%ers. Like they're like the outlaws.
What are the one percenters again? Tell me about the 1%.
That's the 1% of outlaw bikers. Like so, out of all the bikers in the whole United States, right?
Yeah.
Only 1% of them are like outlaws, so they wear a 1%er patch. And those are usually criminal element. You know what I mean?
Oh, they are?
Yeah. You know.
Outlaw Motorcycle Club? No. That's not it, right?
No. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The outlaws. Yeah.
That's what it is, the 1%.
You don't know who the outlaws are?
No. No. I also want to do it too because it's good for people to see.
Oh,
this.
kind of know. Oh, okay.
It's good to have a backstory. You got to remember, people are watching. And it's nice when
Yeah.
people pull it up and
yeah,
read
yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
yeah.
See, you got to play guitar.
But
It's
those
the
guys
same-
do good stuff too, man. They do like Toys for Tots runs and
An outlaw motorcycle club, commonly referred to as a biker gang. No, that's not correct. That's stupid Wikipedia.
MC.
Specifically wanted to know about the 1%ers. Damn, so stupid. Because I saw it says, "What is a 1% percenter biker?" Some outlaw motorcycle clubs can be distinguished by a 1% patch worn on the colors. This is said to refer to a comment by the American Motorcyclists Association that 99% of motorcyclists were law-abiding citizens, implying the last 1% were outlaws.
There you go.
Hell yeah, man!
Damn, I almost knew it verbatim.
You did? Hell yeah, dude.
No,
So you
that-
don't have a 1%.
No.
Because you can't be part of that. No, you can't be part of that. Because you're not all about. You're
I
not
got
all
a
about.
family, man. I don't want
You're
to.
not all about doing that criminal stuff.
No.
Because Proud
I got
Boys is
fucking
not
kids.
a,
And
Proud Boys is
Boys
not a
is
criminal
that.
thing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah,
just a
not.
drinking club
Right.
where a bunch of guys who get together, drink, and talk politics, whatever. You can talk about whatever you want to.
But
It's our safe space.
it's that, but it's also what I look at it as is like you have all ages in there. I mean, there's old guys in there, you know what I mean, and Proud Boys, but it's good because those old guys can talk to the young guys, you know what I mean, and that's what I want to do. I want to like talk to this 23-year-old and be like, hey, don't step on your dick, don't do this, you know what I mean, don't do this, or if you have a kid, like I think we should be teaching them how to be fathers, you know what I mean, or if they need any help or anything like that, because that's how we keep the Western chauvinist alive. You know what I mean? Is it starts in the home. You know what I mean? It starts in the home.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it. My dad died when I was 11, but I mean, he did enough. You know, he jerked a knot in my ass enough to.
So the plot thickens.
Yeah.
Yeah. 11 years old. So
Yeah.
so a lot of it, the Marine thing too is also, it's like, you know, you want to prove,
Well,
you
for
want
sure.
to, there was an element
That was my
of,
drive. Yeah, when I was younger. Yeah.
Because your dad passed away.
Right.
My father passed away too, but it was only like 6 years ago. But it's still hard.
Of course it's hard.
It's still hard, no, but to deal with it at that age is a
Yeah.
totally different thing,
It
right?
is different. It is different.
And you had to deal with that at that age.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
some tough shit to go through.
First military
And
funeral.
nobody even probably none of none of the kids around, none of your friends had to
Yeah,
deal with that.
It was weird, man. It was weird. It was
What
weird.
happened?
I was actually getting dressed. I used to play for the Seminole Chiefs, which was like a SYA.
Yeah.
So I was getting ready for my first football game. Like it's on Friday. I think they played Friday nights.
I lived in Seminole too. That's where I grew up.
Okay. So I was getting ready for. I was putting my pads. I was like I don't know 11, so I was like a mid. Or I don't know what do they call them, peewees or whatever, flyweights, whatever. So, and I really like playing football. So, but anyways, my dad he just had a massive heart attack at work, and that was it, man.
How old
He
was
had a
he?
heart condition. He was 38.
Damn,
I know. So I'm older than him. Like
that's good.
and believe me, on my 38th birthday,
Now, did you
it was
al-
weird. Yeah, it was.
Did
like,
you always think that, like, oh shit?
Am
Now,
I gonna make
what,
it?
what
Yeah.
about what about heart problems? Do you have heart problems?
No.
No,
He did though. He
But
did.
you don't.
No, but he had heart problems from his family. No, I've been checked like numerous times, and the military checked me and all that shit. You make sure I don't have it, but no, it was a heart disease. But he also smoked 2 packs
Did
of
the
cigarettes.
did the military know that he had a heart condition?
No, because I think he developed. I mean, he smoked 2 packs of cigarettes and drank a case of beer a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
So did your
but
mom
back in the 80s, that everyone thought that you could do that and it was gonna be fine.
Did your mom remarry?
She did. My mom, the only man my mom has ever been with was my father. First time she had sex, she got pregnant with my sister or whatever. And then my father died, and then yeah, she remarried.
That's a nice story. That
yeah,
they
you know what I
paint.
mean. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, my mom is like an angel to me. Like, she's only been with 2 men in her whole life, and that's because one died. You know what I mean? Like, she's just like very family oriented. She's religious too. She's Christian.
And how's he? He's cool.
Yeah, he's good. Like, he's a good old boy. Hunts hogs and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's American.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah, they're up in Georgia now, though.
Oh, they're in
Yeah.
Georgia.
After I joined the Marine Corps, they left. They had no reason for. They wanted to go up where it was nice and a little more better weather and stuff.
Oh, so you were when the military sent you, the Marines sent you to
Yeah.
Georgia.
No.
Didn't they?
My parent. No. We went to Parris Island, which is in South Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
South
thought that.
Carolina.
Okay. No.
Parris Island. We go to Parris Island, or on the other side is San Diego boot camp.
So yeah, because it's divided. There's a line that
Right.
divides it, right?
Yeah.
And so you went to the Parris Island.
Yeah, went to Parris Island. That's East Coast. Yep.
How was Parris Island?
It sucked.
It did.
Yeah. It sucked the second time around when I had to go to be a drill instructor because you basically go through boot camp again, but you're you're a sergeant.
So now when you're in Parris Island, you actually have to go into that little room with all the tear gas and shit,
Hell yeah,
right?
all the time.
So you're used to it kind of in the capital.
Yes. Yeah, and honestly, I was too. And I was telling people, I'm like, breathe out of your nose and mouth at the same time because that's a way you can kind of, yeah. But you take short breaths, but breathe out, and it doesn't jack you up as much. But yeah, I mean, but they weren't using military grade, because we use CS gas, which is a nerve agent. They were using like a tear gas and had something with a little bit of nerve agent, but it wasn't CS gas. If they used CS gas, that place would have cleared out, because you can't breathe. Mm-hmm. Once it's in your lungs, you ain't breathing for like. I mean, you can breathe, but you're like Arnold Schwarzenegger on that movie when he, when he was in Mars, he's like, la, la, la. That's how you feel.
Total Recall.
Yeah, like all your sinuses.
Did you see Total Recall in the movie theater?
I might have.
Remember the Seminole movie theater? Seminole Mall movie theater.
The dollar movies.
Well, oh, there's a dollar
there was
movie.
a-
There's a
there
Largo.
was a dollar
Those are in
movie.
Largo, right? The dollar
There was
movie-
one in some.
Oh no, there was.
when we were kids.
Yeah, there was. Oh yeah.
I was a mall rat, dude. Seminole Mall was like my mall rat.
Do you remember seeing?
There's no way I didn't run into you at some point when we were kids. There's no way. I didn't.
Yeah, West. What was it West Pinellas Little League? West Pinellas Little League in Indian Rocks Beach. That's where I went to that. And then, but do you remember, like just growing up around wrestlers? Do you remember seeing the wrestlers all around?
I wrestled. I was,
No, I mean like, do you remember seeing like,
oh,
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Do you remember seeing Hulk Hogan growing up? Do you remember seeing like Bruce the Barber Beefcake?
and,
Do you remember seeing? Yes, yes. My buddy
Macho Man.
John Sajeski, okay, he went to CCC. And he actually lived right across the street from Macho Man. No bullshit.
So he had some money. His parents had money.
Yeah, yeah. But he lived right
Yeah.
across the street.
And Hulk Hogan, you see him riding around in this boat all the time. This big ass yellow. Like,
I saw him in the
cigar boat.
mall,
Oh yeah,
like the Tyrone
Yeah.
Square Mall.
Well, you opened a whole restaurant.
I was in the. I remember walking right by him when he had. Remember when he had his
Chop-
beard?
the-
like
the-
part of his
the dye-
beard was
black.
dyed.
Yeah,
and then
when he
the
was in,
right.
like, the NWT. Or
Yeah, when the NWO.
Yeah, the NWO or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him walking by in the mall. And then you know what's so crazy too? That Seminole Mall, the dollar movies. We went to go see Sleepless in Seattle. I remember seeing that movie, and he was in the movie theater. He went to go see it too.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he lived
Hulk
on the beach
Hogan.
around there. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's like a thing.
they're the same people.
That's a crazy thing that like the nasty was it the Nasty Boys, the Nasty Boys dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's always around too.
yeah. Yeah.
Like you'll see all these guys.
I've never seen his
Isn't
daughter
that
though. His
crazy?
daughter's hot. I've never seen his daughter.
Oh really?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
She's a
I
big
mean,
girl.
I used
She's
to
hot.
I used to see all of them all the time. I was really into that.
Well, you were more in St. Pete though. Like you were more.
Were you
North
were,
Beach.
were
I
you
was-
were you into WWF growing up?
Well, was I into it?
Were you into that?
Yeah, I was
Because
into
if
it.
you were,
I was
that was like
into
a
it.
crazy place to grow
Yeah.
up. Actually,
But I don't know. Like when I was.
I mean,
into
they
it, but
all live there for some reason.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why.
But it
It's
was
this
like
weird
I grew
community.
up with them living there, so it was like
Like,
it's like there's Disney World over there. Some people are like, "Oh my God, Disney World's in your state." I'm
do you
like,
remember Lifestyles Gym?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
right there in
are
the
they
corner
still
by the
there?
karate school.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now that was the one we used to
Now
go.
it's like
that's the one,
Crunch or
that's the one I used to go to.
Yeah, okay.
But then like
Me too.
What?
Dude, there's no way we
where's
run
the
into it.
where's the God, one of the bushwhackers. The bushwhackers worked
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Gold's Gym was where a lot of the wrestlers
Oh
worked
yeah,
out. That's where they were.
Gold's Gym is Gold's
Gold's
Gym
Gym was
on
like,
49th Street or whatever.
Yeah. They used to
Or
be,
66th Street or
like
something.
a hard steel.
That's where
locking
Hulk
gym.
Hogan went.
Yeah.
And everybody knew that was Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan's gym.
That's where a lot of them went.
Yeah,
You couldn't be a bitch in there either. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's
I
pretty.
mean, I was a kid. I wouldn't go in there. But
I hated it though. I
What?
did. I'll admit, I hated it. I hated growing up there. I did because my parents are from Connecticut, so I loved that. They would bring me up there for summers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had a grandfather like talk with a Italian New York accent and stuff like
Yeah.
that, like probably in the mafia or very very close to it. Like kind of unofficially.
There's a lot of mafiosos down there.
So when I
in
no,
the
but
80s.
when
and-
I saw that, I was
70s
just like,
for sure.
I love that whole thing, like that old New York thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did you guys move down here? Like, why did you move us down here? This shithole. I was always so pissed. I'm like a pissed off Floridian.
I like it.
But you like it.
I like it. No, but I don't want to live here forever. I want to move to like Tennessee or North Carolina. I want to go
There's okay. Oh,
mountains. I want to go to the mountains.
You know what? You're a good person to talk with about this because this is something that I came up with. What's so crazy is I have people actually saying it back to me like they came up with it.
What?
Do you ever have that happen? Do you ever like figure something out in life
Sure.
and then
Someone
start
steals
saying
your
it?
thunder. Yeah.
No, and then different people will say that back. You'll hear them like, and they got it from you. You actually taught them that.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you, I
Maybe
get
they
you.
don't really realize it. That happens a lot to me. But this thing about this connection about with what Florida is like. Okay, you have Route 75
Mm-hmm.
and you have Route 95, right? And the people that come down here, you actually. You said your parents are from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Oh my God, backs us up perfectly. 75 literally gets off right there in Dayton, Ohio. Okay, people from the Midwest get on 75. They come down,
Keep going.
and they get off
They
right there,
can't
and
go anywhere.
that's where they stop. That's where they settle.
Yeah.
and it's all the Midwest on the other side. And while this side is all compiled from people from 95.
But look
they
at-
go up the Eastern Seaboard, up to
Yeah, but
Jersey,
also look at like
Connecticut,
New York. I mean, but New York is like.
It's just so funny how that is. And
I-
you know,
But
I'm
you know,
right?
Yeah.
You
no,
remember
yeah.
how many
But also,
Ontario,
I think it's because the economy.
how many Ontario plates do you see over there on the side? You always have the,
Yeah, on that side.
how many
yeah.
how many Ohio people are from there?
You'll see Canada.
All Ohio.
Like-
It's all Ohio, man. Completely. Everybody's from Ohio there. Right?
Yeah, they
took
They
over
even have
that
bars.
area.
They even have bars that celebrate for Ohio, like
Yeah,
Buckeyes and
they
stuff.
took over. Ohio came down and took over St.
Ohio's pretty big in Orlando too. Orlando's a big Ohio place.
What do you think about people from Ohio? Are they
I don't really-
intelligent folk?
I don't give a fuck about where they come from, man. I really don't even care, man. Like, what I think is they all move down here because they retire, and that's why we have the most elderly in the nation. It's because their retirement lasts a lot longer in Florida than if they stayed up in New York or one of those northern states that like do mad
Even if we
property
lived
tax
somewhere
and all
else,
that.
we'd probably find ourselves down here anyway.
Yeah, man, it's cheaper.
Eventually.
man. And it's moving. You know, this place is moving. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's the small little New York. You know.
Yeah.
I lived in California for 7 years. I love this. I love the way the state is geographically laid out, but the rules there are ridiculous. You know what I mean? You're not even an American in California.
You lived there for 7 years?
Well, I was stationed there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And then all others. Wow. So you ended up on that side.
Yeah, so I went from Virginia to Hawaii, and then I went to San Diego to be a drill instructor, and then from there I went.
So you actually got to go experience both of those things. You went and experienced it
yeah, the
at,
second time
at
was
Paris
worse.
Island.
The second time
you
was
went to
worse.
Paris Island,
Right.
And then you ended up being a drill instructor
at
at
San Diego.
the San Diego one.
The other one, yeah.
So you have the full knowledge
Yeah.
of what it is to be a Marine, right?
In both places. Yep.
Yeah, man. There's some good Marines
Yeah.
guys that are in this group. It's so funny.
I know. I met a couple.
There's this one
Met
in
a couple.
particular. What a scum. He's such a scum. Marine One is his name. I want you to know, you dumb Polak. Oh my God. No, he's not dumb. He's good. But you'll meet a lot of guys like
Yeah,
that were
yeah.
in and had that experience or whatever.
I
which
want
is
to.
good.
I want to jump back on because I was like telling you about me entering the.
Yeah.
Entering the thing when it.
Let's
when it
get
cut
back
off.
on it. Let's get
You know
back
what I
on when it cut off. When it cut
Yeah.
off, can you remember where we were?
Yeah, we were like talking about like me entering the Capitol. Like you were like walk me through it basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, again, like like with the Fox News and all that kind of shit. Like
You gave me a couple videos, but am I allowed? What am I allowed to play here? Because you said
outside stuff for sure. Because I mean, that's on.
Can I ask you a question? Like, what about? Did you lawyer up? Like okay?
Oh yeah, I got a public I got a public defender.
Just a public defender?
Well, no, from DC, like from up there. They're keeping all our cases up there. They're not transferring them down here.
So like all right. So like so many others across the country who went into the Capitol on the 6th, you're being prosecuted in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
What's that like? Did you have to go to Washington D.C. already?
No, it's all Skype.
The public defender,
right now.
really?
I mean, I got arrested here, but they didn't transport.
But
me.
everything's Skype.
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't transfer you over there.
But they said when this goes to trial, I might have to go up there. Yeah.
Now, why didn't you have to hire a special attorney that's familiar with the federal process?
I don't got fucking money to do that shit. I ain't gonna pay. I didn't do anything wrong, so I don't care.
How much-
I'll do my day in court.
How much time are you looking at, and what are your exact charges?
Well, it says like 10 years, but it's like that's not. There's no way that's gonna happen. But
You really feel that confident that that's?
yeah, dude. Yeah. Hell
Oh,
yeah. man.
that should make a lot of people that are going through this feel
Yeah,
better.
man. I think this is a dog and fucking pony show, man. I'm not gonna say I can't really say what I say to my attorney and stuff, but and what he says to me. But I mean, it's a dog and pony show, man. Dude, they kicked the can down the road. They pushed my court date now 3 times. You know what I mean? It would not by request from me, because they're not even ready. They don't even know. They don't even know what they're doing yet.
Let me see this here. All
I
right.
mean, that's not illegal. You know what I mean? It don't look great, but
What?
it's not illegal. What I did, what that video shows. You know what I mean? That's
No, that's not illegal.
I want to know how they can attack a federal courthouse for a year, and we're there for fucking 6 hours, and we leave exactly at 6 o'clock.
Oh, we
and
did it.
they're
We
like,
made our
hey, the
point.
show's over, and we didn't
Now
break
we're
anything,
leave.
and we're all getting arrested. It's crazy.
We were protecting them. There was nothing really damaged in the house. Just some windows, but no statues, no offices. Nothing was damaged. We just wanted to make a point and let the government know we can come in our house whenever we feel like it. We give you the power, and we can take it back.
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah, man. Because again, it wasn't about Trump, man. It was about like you locked us down. You're like, I'm seeing things that's happening to my kids from this pandemic shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then the riots happened. Then they blocked 95, and I take 95 to go up north. I was like, dude, I'm not living like this, dude. I've been to countries that it's like that. You know what I mean? And that's how it starts off. People like, oh, it'll calm down. Okay, keep saying that. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people that has like 9,000 guns in my closet and I'm smoking cigarettes planning for the end of the day, but I'm not a fucking idiot either. I've been to Iraq. I've been to Somalia and friggin' shitholes in Japan and like just third world countries, all East Timor. I've been to countries people don't even know existed. And this is how this shit happens, man. Like the government gets rolled over, and then they control the media, and the media goes along with it, and then you're
Oh, I
fucked.
always thought that.
You know?
I always like was like, you
The
know,
pen's mightier than their sword, man.
before Trump came around, I totally never thought that anything that could happen
because they
like,
weren't
like it
doing
does
radical shit.
out. You know, you hear about what, you know, when we were growing up, what happened with fuck, man, like
Bush,
Central
like Bush
America.
Senior, or yeah, I mean, yeah.
In Central America. I'm so retarded. Like I can't even like I shouldn't even have a podcast. getting totally
That's too
stoned.
Stop.
Yeah, but you hear about all this stuff like that was happening in these different countries back in the day, and
In Cuba.
yeah, exactly.
So
Cuba.
now we're looking at Venezuela. Just happened 3 years ago. I mean, these were countries. You know what I mean? Greece went bankrupt. You know what I mean? All their money went. To
You
shit.
never think that it could happen here.
I do. No, I think it can.
I don't. I live
we'll
in a
do it-
fantasy land.
The thing is, we'll eat ourselves. It's not some other country's going to come invade America. It's not going to happen. I'm not worried about that at all. Like with like D-Day or like people are parachuting in, and that's never going to happen here because everyone owns a gun. That's
Okay.
why you can take over. That's why you can't take over Afghanistan because everyone has a goddamn gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You could take over Iraq because not everyone has a gun in Iraq. You could take over.
You see that behind you? Look at that bumper sticker. See that?
Was an inside job.
9/11 was an inside job. What do you think about that?
I don't think so. I think it was,
But that's that
people missed.
we're talking about the government. We're talking about it getting taken over, and you know, how deep down that rabbit hole are you willing to jump?
Well, the thing is, you asked me that, but I went all the way. I jumped down the whole fucking rabbit hole because you got to think I signed up for 17. After that happened, I was already in the Marine Corps. But after that happened, I was only in the Marine Corps for just that 2 years. So I was a boot. You know what I mean? I was young, but I was doing some big shit. And I already invested myself in completely in the United States.
You were already in there during that.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Before it happened, I was in.
Before.
I joined when Kosovo was going on.
Oh,
Kosovo happened about a year and a half, 2 years prior to the towers falling.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, when people, I'm completely fucking vested. You know what I mean? I'm vested in this country, and I don't want to look back on what I did because I don't know what I did. It's I whatever I did when I was over there, operational wise, I believed I was doing good. Like I wasn't doing anything malice or you know what I mean, anything like that. I was doing good. But when you get out of the Marine Corps and you find out all these backdoor deals that now I know why I was in an area, or now I know why these pallets or guns were dropped over here, or that's why I know there was a captain with a duffel bag with $2 million cash in it. And you see these things, like it's crazy, and it does disappoint you, and it makes you upset. And then, fine, they're doing that shit over there in other countries. wheeling and dealing and fucking up their shit. But now when you come back here and you're seeing that these congressmen and these senators and all these motherfuckers are doing it too over here, and it's with our money. You know what I mean? That shit's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it makes me sick, man. And that's where I was. That's why I wanted to go up to the Capitol. Honestly, I was like, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? Bullshit.
It's the inverted dictatorship.
Yeah,
is what I call it.
I mean, it's gonna be bad. I think what's gonna happen, what could possibly happen, is states would actually like split up. Like, you know what I mean? Like almost like this is Florida, United States of Florida. You know what I mean? Like something like that. You know, or Georgia, like three, I don't know, like Commonwealths or something. Like, I don't know. It's weird, man. I'm just scared.
You're not confident with the union continuing the same way that it's been.
If it continues like this, like if Biden dies like in 7 months, or all of a sudden steps down, and all of a sudden I would be like that's like really one big step one for them to.
Do you think Trump, like, are you actually, you're like me, right? You think Trump won, right?
Oh, 100%.
100% right.
100%.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I believe Trump won
It was
as well.
And that's another thing.
And now you see the stuff that's coming out now?
Yeah. Oh, from Arizona.
Arizona,
doing the recount. Oh, hell yeah. And they're showing, they said there's like millions of fake shit. But not only that, like, so speaking about elections, you got to think, like, when I went to Afghanistan and Iraq, like, that was our big mission, was to get a government in there that could stabilize the countries. You know what I'm saying? So I know, like, I've opened up poll locations and done mass security on poll locations so civilians can vote. You know what I'm saying? Because Taliban was suppressing that shit. Of course, they're blowing them up and stuff. So like, I know how shit can get crooked, and you know what I mean. And not like, I'm just saying, like, when. And that's a false vote over there too. Like, we elect who's going to be the president of Afghanistan.
We install government.
Yeah, we do. But that's, I don't care because I don't live there. But I'll tell you what, when you start seeing it here, you're a third world country at that point, honestly, because you have no more control of your government. Like, and that's the thing that scares me. If you don't have fair elections, that's like, you might as well call yourself Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. What's the fucking difference? Mm-hmm. Everyone might as well join a gang, because that's the only way to survive in numbers. What do you think? I'm going to have a shotgun and my $2 in my truck, and how long am I going to survive? No, I'm going to need motherfuckers that know what's up.
Yeah, that's why you're trying to do it. You're trying to join a gang,
right?
Now, right?
Not a gang, but you know what I mean. Like some homeboys, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know,
I mean, I think like the thing that's happening with Proud Boys. So, did you know Gavin McInnes at all, or anything like that? The backstory of him?
I didn't know really about it. After like I started talking to you guys and stuff, I like watched some like YouTube.
So you literally, how did you learn about Proud Boys? Like, literally, how'd you learn about it?
From the news, bro.
From the news?
Yeah.
Recently?
No. Oh, I'm saying this is
like
when the pandemic, when
Trump said our name. Was
no,
that part of it?
I knew before that. No, I knew about the Proud Boys for that. I just didn't
know
what they were all about, but I knew they were.
White supremacists and right supremacists and right
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what, somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because
when
this
he
is
said
not
that,
a right-wing
I was watching it live. I watched all the debates. I was like, holy shit, that guy's got some big notoriety.
But you knew him before. You knew us before that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, mostly not, I don't think, from seeing anything like in Florida, but like seeing stuff on the news that, like, you know, riots in New York.
The incident that happened in New York.
Yep.
At the Republican Club.
Yep.
Okay, but you didn't know about Gavin or anything like that.
No, I didn't really. I mean, then I started looking into like, oh, how is this whole thing? Because then I saw it was global. Because I looked it up on YouTube or whatever, and it's like showing me Proud Boys in Canada, Proud Boys in, like, I'm like, oh shit. I mean, okay. Then I started looking at how was it started here, and then I watched a couple of his, like, whatever podcast or not podcast, but he's getting interviewed and stuff like that. Yeah. So.
And what do you think about that whole thing? Like Gavin, for instance, like his insights. That's what got me, involved in it. That's how I, discovered it, basically.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, I agree with him. Like, I think kids should be raised like I was raised, like by a dad that knew how to fix an engine, that a dad that would spend time with you and take, and still go to work, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't perfect, but like, I don't know, just be there.
Not all dads know how to fix engines, though.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying just like a dad that's
There.
devoting time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just not like a piece of shit, you know what I mean? Or you never meet him, you know what I mean? Like, so
But what about the brotherhood, though, too? Having a bunch of brothers, a bunch of people together.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's huge, man. Like, again, like I was in the military, so you have brothers when you're in the military, of course, like the tight, you're tight. I still have boys like that, but they're all scattered around the United States, you know what I mean? And when you're a police officer, you have that, like, especially with your shift, you know what I mean? Like, you boys are tight, you got like 7 dudes, like this is it, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, I've had that instilled my whole life, you know what I mean? Like, I've had a group that I've belonged to, you know what I mean? A team, a group, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? It's all of them.
And you don't even care at all about your affiliation with Proud Boys, and that you're going through this whole thing.
For what? I mean,
and
it's
you're
not
arrested,
against the
you're
law.
arrested for going inside and being a Capitol Raider.
Yeah, but it's not against the law.
This is going to be on the Fat Enzo website very shortly. How you like this, huh? This is great. Came up with this idea today.
I know you did.
4:00 came up with this idea and had it printed. Can you believe that? Oh man! But we are the Capitol Raiders, man. You know, we have another shirt that says "I stormed the Capitol," and all I got was this lousy T-shirt or whatever. You know,
But
not implying
one
that I
knows,
did
no
or
one
anything.
knows. But no one knows what's gonna happen. I mean,
But are you serious? You didn't see any kind of, and nobody was trashing any offices or anything like that. Are you sure?
I
know
I
you
wasn't in
didn't-
every
you
office.
didn't do it.
No, but I walked into offices and I was like, don't damage it. Don't do shit. You know what I mean? And no one really was. They were taking pictures and selfies, bro. Look at all my videos when I'm in the building. Everyone's like this. They're not.
I want to
really-
play them. Can I play them? God, they're going to use this as evidence against you. Oh my God, I can't play this.
Go ahead.
I want to so bad.
Am I screaming and shit, or am I just walking?
Hold on.
They shot that shit in the hall.
What's that with your hat? What's on your hat?
Oh, it's a little devil.
A devil?
Yeah, it's a little devil.
Oh my God. You had a devil hat, dude? But you're a Christian, right? You said? Yeah. Why did you have a devil hat on?
I don't know. I thought it was a cool hat. I bought it from El Paso, Texas.
Is there another? Okay, we said.
Fuck out of here, motherfucker! Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah, it's all great footage. So the footage though, it's like, the whole main thing was the live stream? You were just live streaming continuously?
No. Those were like just regular videos.
These are the videos that you had on your, do you still have access to Facebook? All your Facebook videos?
No.
That you had? No?
Hell no.
Pump the gas!
I don't have no.
What happened? They took all those down?
Bro, my last post, I posted a picture of my cat on a horse saddle, and nothing even political. Like, because after I got done with the, when I was up there, after the Capitol thing, I pretty much I was like, I'm not gonna get political. I'm not gonna get all pissed and whatever. So I was just like, whatever. I'm just gonna leave it alone and try to decompress. And so I posted like a picture of my cat, and then the next morning I woke up and gonna look at my Facebook, and it was like gone. Like, it was like, you can never have an account again. You
Oh
can't have
my
an account
God.
again.
I had that happen too.
Yeah. I didn't have.
Well, what was that? What was that
Instagram,
for? It was
so
because of the live videos, right?
I'm guessing, yeah. It happened right after I got arrested.
Did you have any thought at all in your brain to maybe not go live on
Yeah, it was
Facebook
fu-
during
yeah,
it?
It was stupid, dude. Yeah. Nah.
No?
No. I don't know. It was. No, I
Because,
was,
I mean, as a police
Dude, we
officer,
were-
you know about giving evidence.
dude,
of a
knew
crime.
that- well, this is the thing, bro.
Oh.
I had a Marine Corps jacket on my cut that I wear when I ride. I had that red devil hat, right? And dude, you know what kind of cameras they have, man? Like, they knew who I was anyways. Like, I've worked for the government my whole life. You tell me they can't find me? Come on. There's no way they're not gonna know who I am. Like, I don't really care. That wasn't the point, because I didn't go in there to break the law. You know what I mean? And I really don't. I still don't think I did. I still don't think I did.
Hey, you got some good press too. It's not all bad press, huh? Look at this right here. You actually were in the paper a couple of years before. First responders rescued mother and a 4-month-old baby from Irma flooded Miami home. So you were here in you actually saved some people in Irma.
Yeah.
A mother and her 4-month-old baby were rescued Sunday as floodwaters from Hurricane Irma filled their North Miami Beach, Florida home. A man called 911 at 4:30 to report he was concerned about the neighbor and her child, and the water was rising. So anyway, you ended up coming out there. Look at this. It shows this big-ass vehicle, this crazy vehicle.
Yeah, it's an MRAP.
Holy shit.
That was a SWAT vehicle.
What is that? You got to drive that thing?
No, I didn't drive it. Hell no.
So it's wind gusts from Irma were still approaching 60 miles an hour at the time of the 9/11 call. So the police department deployed a specialized military vehicle to rescue the woman and child. The mine-resistant, ambush-protected MRAP vehicle had 5 first responders on board and reached the home within 10 minutes of the 9/11 call, Rand told ABC News. They found them in waist-high water, standing there in a panic, said Rand. Incident commander of the North Dade Emergency Operations Center. The mom handed the child to the officer. An officer grabbed the mother and got them both to safety. The police officer who rescued the child, Nicholas Lentz, is a father of 2 and a former U.S. Marine, according to Rand. So, and then there's a City NB North Miami Beach Police Instagram post, which shows the pictures of you holding the baby
That was on
and the
CNN.
tree
That
over
was like
it.
national news.
Really?
Yeah. I actually had to go on live with Don Lemon. Oh my God.
What?
Yeah, and so it's
Can
funny.
I find that? I can find that. That's on here somewhere.
Probably, yeah.
You and Don Lemon?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! Hold on one second.
Like, I'm in my rain gear and shit. With like the hurricane
Don
was still going on.
Lemon. What would I even? I don't know.
But I didn't want to do it because I'm a freaking Republican. I'm like, I'm not going on CNN.
Oh, it is on here.
And
Hold on one
I've
second.
never even seen it.
This is the first time I've even seen
You
it.
pulled it up?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never even seen it on. I never even tried to pull it up.
Hold on one sec here. Yeah, it says it. CNN's Don Lemon. Hold on.
By the way, Don Lemon quit. He's gone or got fired.
He did?
Yeah, he's gone, dude.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That just happened?
About 4 days ago.
All right, let me play this.
But anyways, I didn't want to. I didn't want to go on the air with him. You know what I mean?
About
Oh,
that
hold on one sec.
As waters from Hurricane Irma continued to rise, a mother and her baby found themselves trapped in their North Miami home, where police came to their aid. CNN's Don Lemon spoke to Officer Nick Lentz about that whole rescue. Take a look.
The call came out about 4:30 that a structure or a house was compromised and there was water coming in, and there was a female and her child inside. I believe her neighbor actually called for her. We got the call from dispatch, and the only way we could respond was with our MRAP, which is our larger vehicle, because the water was about 3 feet high. We made entry into the neighborhood and were able to locate the house. We gained entry through her doorway and gave her a few minutes to pack some things for the baby, and then we were able to extract the baby out of the house safely into the MRAP and the mother as well, and take her to North Miami Beach High School.
Nice. Look at that, man. That's awesome. Let me get rid of that. Oh. Bam.
But I didn't want to do it because it was Don Lemon, and my major was like, "Come on, Lance, it's good for the city. It's good for good for cops and all that." I was like, "All right, whatever." I go, "I really don't like this guy. Well, why can't we have Fox here?" You know what I mean?
Wow.
But yeah, it's whatever, man.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good. So you got some good press. You got some bad press.
Yeah,
It's not too bad.
yeah.
And people are going to see this at some point, and they're going to be like, what the hell? At least this is actually like, shows both sides of it a little bit,
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not a criminal, man. Like, of course I'm not. I'm not a bad guy, but
But there's actually what's going on with this? There's somebody posted on a website. What is this? WIPO canceled? WhyPeoPleCanceled.com? Why Peepo canceled? Do you know about this? You don't? There's a page dedicated to you right here with with a post that you had made calling all vets in South Florida.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
What?
Come on.
Really?
Who cares?
Oh, okay.
What I say? Like what I say?
Calling all vets, South Florida, or anyone else that is not going to allow this to happen to our community. I'll be damned if I fought for some far off land's freedom of peace and not for my own land. I'm talking action, people, not Facebook chat. PM me or comment. Let's get organized. And there's pictures of you driving around and stuff. Is this what was put together? Probably like by
There's picture. I don't know.
an Antifa member. Look.
Who put me driving around?
Look at this is look at.
Oh, that's like that was my like a post on my Facebook.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
There's a website dedicated to you right here. Look at this, to your posts.
That's
So
crazy,
okay, hold on.
dude.
Let me get
Dude,
your
I don't know shit
let me
about
get your
computers.
real reaction. Boom, your real reaction to that after seeing that for the first time. Look, I did a little bit of Google searching and that came up.
Yeah, I don't.
So you have a whole little website thing, a page on a website, probably moderated by an Antifa member, of some kind, or
You
a
think so?
a slew of Antifas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
I'm
and
like,
they're,
fucking
and
come
they're
on, I'll give my home address.
They're looking
bro.
at they're moderating your
Yeah.
they're watching your posts
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things like that.
Well, they should. Well, they can't anymore because I'm on Facebook.
You have nothing now.
No.
Yeah. See, what do you, they cancel us, man.
I just watch YouTube now. I just watch my news and my couple of the podcasts.
That's what I do.
like.
That's
it,
what I
dude.
do. I'm like totally off. I'm off of all that too. You know,
I watch
I
a little CNN just to like see what the dumb shit they're saying. You know what I mean? Like, because they're always saying dumb shit. But you know what I mean? I watch both sides, but I watch definitely like Newsmax. I watch Newsmax and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like Newsmax.
What is it like getting kicked off of? How long ago was it that you were kicked off social media or whatever?
Oh, like 6 months ago. It was liberating. I'm happy they did it. I'm like I really don't give a shit.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't care. It was, dude. I think that shit was. I think Facebook was worse than smoking for my health. Honestly,
That's how I
it
felt
put
too.
more stress on my heart and my brain than smoking did.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt too, man.
I was like, I don't want to. I'm not gonna. I could open an Instagram account because I never had one before, so I know I can get that. I can get a couple. But I just don't. I don't even want Parler. I really don't.
No.
I don't even have Parler. And I like
Parler
Dan
doesn't
Bongino. Like I love that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just don't even have that. Like I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it's too much from the outside. You know.
Parler doesn't even work anymore.
These people are so fucking. These people are so ignorant, man. I was arguing with people. You know what I mean? Like, they've never seen nothing, man. Never been anywhere. Never, you know what I mean? They're just booger eaters, dude. That's all they do. They fucking pick their fucking nose and just hang out. That's all they do on the computer.
I know, right?
Fuck them. So I'm happy if someone must have had some spare time in their hand. I mean, I don't know. You can Google images of me too. Sergeant Lentz, United States Marine Corps. You'll see a shit ton of pictures of me in different countries and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But I'm not happy, I just wasn't. That's why I went up there, man. I wasn't happy with the way our government. I felt like I dedicated a lot of my life to this country, and to see, basic rights being infringed on, and like old ladies getting hit in the head with fucking 2x4s and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Like, small business owners getting their shit trashed, elderly cops getting shot in the chest. You know what I mean? Like, these are all the big stories that were on the news. But what about the ones that weren't on the news? There was a lot of people. There was crazy, man. It was mayhem. I mean, someone actually seized a piece of land in the United States and called this an autonomous zone. Bro, you can't do that, bro. Are you? This is our country, man. And you're just gonna be this new, like, this is my property now. I'm taking this whole city. I don't know how these motherfuckers didn't get killed. I don't know how. Because if I'm not gonna say anything crazy, but like if that shit was happening right next to my house.
It is crazy
No
stuff
way,
to
bro.
see, though, right?
I don't even think they wouldn't
like
be able
we
to
live
get
in.
there,
They have a word for it that I think Gavin McInnes actually coined. It was clown world. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if he coined it or whatever, but he has a T-shirt that says it.
But these bitches have weapons.
We live in clown world, though,
It is
don't
clown
we?
world. It is clown world, bro.
Yeah,
Super clown world.
super clown world. And so, what did you do during the great age of Trump? That's what you're gonna be telling your kids.
Yeah. I
Like
saved,
son,
I got
daughter.
to save money. You know
What
I
did
mean?
you do during the great age of Trump? No, I joined a
Oh yeah.
a gang.
Yeah. Not a gang, man. It's not a gang, bro. It's not a gang.
I should be saying that to you.
I'm getting friends.
That's a funny thing.
Yeah.
I'm joking, of
yeah,
course.
I'm getting friends, man. I'm learning them.
Yeah.
I'm meeting my community, really. And I really am
That is
because
what it
because I'm a closed off person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have like I'm not social. Like, I'm not hanging out at the bars and like I have 10 fucking friends, you know what I mean? I have like 2, you know what I mean? 1, you know what I mean? Like shit like that.
And technically, you live where in Palm Beach County, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess on the borderline of
Borderline, yeah. Okay. Yep.
yeah.
Sounds good. This one, I got the last one. I was looking at this Tampa Bay Times article.
Yeah, they hit me up in Tampa. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, Tampa Bay Times, and this is actually the New York Times.
Dude, of
They're
course,
owned
like-
by the New York Times.
So, and of course, like when I went up there, dude, do you think I told my mom? Do you think I told my sister? Like, no, right? So I didn't even tell them anything. I didn't tell them I got arrested, anything. And then they start seeing these articles. I'm like, oh, and my sister's calling me, my mom, like, what the hell's going on? Oh my God. I'm like, I didn't want to fucking worry you, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what did Tampa write about me? I think about the North Miami Beach stuff.
Same thing, yeah. But Lentz was identified through Facebook posts including by North Miami Beach Mayor Anthony DiFilippo.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like they just.
I love it how they call it a riot. The riot came as Congress was working to certify the election of Democratic President Joe Biden, who defeated Republican Donald Trump in November. Trump has claimed the election was stolen from him, for which there is little or no evidence. I love it how they say that, like, so emphatically. Trump has claimed the election was stolen from him, for which there is little or no evidence. Like, how do you know? It's not even played out fully, you know? It's not even played out fully, man.
Not even close.
No.
And I mean, and there was. I mean, it's come on, man. It's that's beating a dead horse. I think talking about that now. I think everyone knows truly what everyone thinks in their heart. I mean, I think it was stolen completely. I think there's no way. Like, it was nuts. Like, I think Trump got 74 million or something, 750 million or what was it 750 million votes, and that was like the most votes ever for a president, and Biden got 80 million or whatever. It was just like, dude, come on, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No. I was watching. I love DJ Vlad now. I don't know. Do you ever see DJ Vlad? Vlad TV. It's great, and he interviews all these mafia dudes. And he's interviewing Johnny Russo or whatever, and he's talking about how the mafia probably is behind it. I mean, you know how many things that the mafia's been behind?
I think China's behind
like JFK assassination, things like that.
Yeah.
I think that they
No, I
definitely
believe
had a
that.
hand. They had a hand in a lot of stuff.
because they had a hand in Kennedy, though.
Kennedy, definitely.
They
definitely.
had a hand in getting, I think, getting Kennedy in office, and Kennedy started going back on his word.
Well, maybe some of these guys got greased up or whatever. Maybe they helped, bring in all of those fraudulent votes. I mean, they're all stamped with Biden, and they don't have any stamped with Trump. It doesn't make any sense.
It's stupid, man. It's really
It's so
man.
stupid.
It's stupid.
So stupid.
And it's sad that they try to like actually like just trying to say the same thing over again, that there's no evidence when there's clearly evidence. And then they're like shutting down investigations. Like they're trying to shut down. Biden is trying to get the Justice Department to shut down the recount of Arizona, which he has no, like, states have their own authority. Like they have their own legislator. So that, I mean, legislation. Like,
He's trying to stop that?
yeah.
Oh, shit. What a scum.
Why would you try to stop it? I'd be like, fucking figure that out, man. Even if I knew they cheat, maybe Biden didn't know they cheated for him, but whatever. And if he got there, like, I didn't know that she cheated for me, but apparently this is what happened, and it's going to be fixed. Like I would. That's how you win everyone over. I'd be like, okay.
What do you think about all the other cops? Do you think the other cops think like you? Do they think that Trump should have won?
I'll tell you what. The Capitol Police. Why do you think everyone got in there and they say we seized it within like it was like 120 seconds or like it was like 2 minutes, and it was breached in like 6 different places. Dude, because the cops, they were confused, man. Because we're sitting there going, man, we love you. We don't want to do shit to you. We're not here for you. We're here for you, but we're not here to hurt you. Like, you know, everyone's chanting that shit. And, dude, they were letting us in, man. They were letting us in. Oh, my dog knocked it over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you go in on the? You went on the front. You said,
Yeah,
right? The
yeah.
front,
Mhm.
not the back.
Not the back.
Not the back, where everybody was fighting and stuff and going in.
Well, I don't know what is the front where the front is where the where they're gonna have the inauguration, right?
Yeah.
That's the front, yeah.
Is that the front?
I don't know. That's where I went in?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. By the scaffolding and everything.
Yeah, where the scaffolding was up the big stairs.
Up the left. The left side?
Yes, left side.
Okay,
yeah.
left side, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The one that
And then everyone was trying to leave, man. The party was over, man. You know what I mean? Like
that was the one,
like-
that was the one that Milkshake led.
Oh yeah, up there.
He led everybody towards there, but I don't know. Apparently,
But there
I don't
was
think
like,
you went in.
there was female officers that weighed like 110 pounds, like, and had all their riot gear on. It's like this girl couldn't even swing her stick twice before she was like exhausted and overheated. You know what I mean? It was just like, dude, it was a clown show, man. It was horrible. I felt like I had to go in there to make sure shit didn't get burnt down. I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. I mean, that's why I went in there. You know, it's my house. I fought 16 years in foreign lands for that house. I have more rights to it, I think, than any motherfucker working in there. I don't give a shit, voted in or not.
What do you think about the police that died?
That was,
I mean, Ashley
it
Babbitt.
didn't even happen. Like,
I know,
he
right?
died of a stroke. His own mother said stop doing that because he died of a stroke.
Nobody even talks about Ashley Babbitt though.
I think that's completely sad as shit. I would have went to her funeral if I knew any about it. I would have flew to it. I would have spent money to go do it.
And they're not like, it's crazy. Is it our fault for not really making her a martyr? We should be blowing. Shouldn't we be blowing that up a lot more?
Deal. Again, I'm not going to armchair quarterback the cop that shot her either. I'm not, because no one really understands the physical things that happen to your body when you're about to take someone's life. You know what I mean? Like your audio shuts down. Like you can't really hear. Your vision goes very small. You know what I mean? Like all those kind of things that people don't really know what happened. You know what I mean? That they've never experienced it, so they don't know. You know what I mean? But it's a very intense thing to take someone's life. You know what I mean? And it's scary. You know what I'm saying? Your adrenaline, your heart's going from literally like regular beat to like 250. You can't use your hands that good. Like you're amped up. And she was in a restricted area. I mean, her being in the Air Force, I would say this, like, I was careful what I was doing in there. I wasn't like fucking blasting up the stairs because, dude, they could use deadly force. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, you're looking like a bad guy when you're, you know, really jamming up these stairs and shit. I'm like, nah, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to get smoked by it. And this is another thing. The cops were scared as shit. So, especially the young ones. You know what I mean? This guy's holding his, I turned this corner, there's a doorway, and I thought there was a door, but there wasn't a door, it was a hallway. It was right by the, what do they call that thing where the...
Well, the twirling staircase?
No, it's like what do they call it? The crypt or whatever. All right, so I was in there, and then it was a black cop. He looked like he was 20 years old, profusely sweating, scared shitless. He's got his pepper spray and his gun like this, holding his gun, and there was a staffer like behind him. And I go, shut the door. I'm like, get the fuck out of here and shut the door. Because everyone was still going straight, and I kind of veered off to the left. And he's like, get back. And he's like grabbing his gun. I'm like, I go, dude, I ain't going to hurt you, bro. Just calm down. So I was trying to tell people, like, dude, don't push up on the cops, bro. Like, if you scare the shit out of them, he's a 20-year-old kid, man. And people started coming through that door, and I blocked them.
They might get
I
shot.
blocked them. Yeah, I blocked them. I'm like, I go, because you're putting yourself in the situation. It's your own fault. You know what I mean? Like, if I went in there and got shot, I wouldn't be like, I'm suing. No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, I
Chalk it up to the game.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I did what I did that, you know? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was stopping people, and they were like, oh, let's get them. I'm like, I go, first of all, we're not even in here to get them. So get them means nothing. I go, but anyways, I was like, there's a kid back there. He's 20 years old, and he's got a gun in his hand. You really want to go back there and scare the shit out of him? He's going to start smoking people. And they were like, oh, okay. And then I had two retired New York firefighters, and they had their jackets on. Like, not firefighter jackets, but like their station jacket or whatever, you know what I mean? And so they stood elbow to elbow with me and like blocked this fucking door. And then we looked back, and then the cop and the staffer, they got out somehow. But I was like, people are stupid. You know what I mean? People are amped up. There's old ladies in there, man. I was like, ladies, just, all right, you came in, and they were like kind of deep in by the crypt. I'm like, ladies, get out of here. Like, this isn't. I got a video of me with there's a 14-year-old girl and her mother, like spitting at the police and like yelling at them and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing here? You're 14 years old. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. This is serious.
Now, this is like a lot of people have equated this to like a 9/11 style event where people, I know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Where people like remember it though.
Right.
Because you got to remember though, you were there.
Yeah.
So it's a little different than you were watching on TV and seeing all this happen. Right.
People thought
you were part of the crazy fucking crowd that.
I don't know what the new.
What does it feel like to be part of history like that?
Well, I mean, I'm always a part of history, man, because I'm always like overseas or doing some shit. You know what I mean? So like, but I'm happy.
Oh, it's always like this is just like a thing that you do?
No, it's not a thing I do. But I've always been to like major events. You know, I mean, as in like my life, but historical events. You know, I guess you could say wars and stuff. But I'm happy I went, man. I think even though I got arrested and I got 2 misdemeanors on me, that they're like, you can go 10 years. I'm like, for 2 misdemeanors? We're like, yeah, because it's federal. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, if that would be like a political prisoner, if you've ever seen one, like my shit is.
Yeah, but do you ever think it could get to that point where they do hold us as like political prisoners, kind of? They make an example and put us in.
It won't happen to me.
No, you have a public defender, dude. Listen, I don't know if you've ever seen any videos of the Chinaman. There's like a crazy 80-year-old Chinaman that I know, and he's getting railroaded right now by his public defender. I highly advise you not to use a public defender, especially for a federal case.
I don't got a shit ton of money, man. I ain't gonna go spend my money to like, because I think by doing
maybe
that,
we can get you some money once Parler comes back.
By
online.
me going, hey, I'm gonna blow my whole bank account on hoping I don't go to jail. Okay, you want to send me to fucking jail for? I mean, I'm not gonna do 10. I'll do fucking a year. Fine. I'll do it.
You're prepared.
Yeah, I'll do it. You tell me 10, I'm going to tell you fuck off. And you ain't going to see me again. And that's going to be a sad thing. I'm going to sneak in this bitch to see my kids and shit. But, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But I think it's bullshit because I'm not going to go drop my bank account for something, one, I'm not scared to do. I've been to war, man. You think going to the fucking Dade County or a little fucking prison over on 70... Right? You know what I'm talking about? The prison on 70?
No, I don't.
You never drove?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. I've driven past the prison on 70.
I'll go there for a year.
If you're heading from here there, it's on the left side.
Yeah. So I'm like, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to survive it. Okay. I'm fine with that, but I'm not doing 10. That's stupid. I don't think I'll ever get that. Anyways, honestly, I think they're going to kick the can down the road, bro, because they just keep postponing my stuff. And they're doing it, not me. I'm like, let's get this show on the road. And he's like, well, you don't want to be first. I'm like, well, yeah, that's true. I don't want to be first.
Yeah, you probably don't want to be first.
Yeah, he's like, you don't want to be the first one. I'm like, yeah. So I think they're just going to kick the can down the road, hopefully, until they just like, let's drop this shit. You know what I mean? Well, I have another ace up my sleeve, but I won't say it on here. I'll tell you personally.
Okay.
I have another ace up my ace up my sleeve, you know. But I don't need to ace up my sleeve because I didn't do anything wrong there, you know what I mean? I didn't break the law, you know. I was there to help, man. I was there to help when things got out of hand and when they lost control.
Well, Nicholas, I hope that everything goes good and I get to call you brother.
Man, me too.
That's what I'm looking for, man.
We'll see.
Proud of your boy, man. Thank you for coming down here and being on the podcast. Now, for you guys at home, I had a great time hanging out with you too. I really appreciate you guys, but I appreciate you more for liking and sharing this podcast because there's a 20-year-old virgin nerd, you know, sitting in a back room at Google right now with cum-crusted pants, deciding who wins or loses their life. It loses in life because he learned how to code while living in his mommy's basement. So they've canceled us all. They've canceled Nick over here. They canceled me. You know, this is fucked up, dude. Do something about it. You guys at home, you could do something about it. Share this. If you are currently still in the Matrix, okay, and you are allowed to exist, please share this. All right? That's what you could do to fight. everything. So thank you so much for being down here, man, on Sunday. Proud of your boy, baby.
Took a couple shots to link up. But
Yeah.
He always says that's me. With that look on his face, he'll talk about anything. Outstanding. Tattoos, t-shirts, politics, history, and hot sauce on everything. Bobby Pickles. Pop culture, documentaries, conspiracy theories, sarcasm, and fear.
What up?
It's a conversation. Start listening,
I
cause
don't
we're all
think so.
here.
I don't know.